coming here to the aid of King Corbin. But Roman...
OTC Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa for Raw on Netflix. The OTC issues challenge to Solo Sikoa in tribal combat. Solo Sikoa to be kicked out of the Bloodline 2.0 by the new self-proclaimed Tribal Chief? Potential twist explored. Solo Sikoa has the Ula Fala and claims to be the Tribal Chief. However, he didn't earn the prestigious necklace as he claimed it while the original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns was away from TV. Sikoa said Reigns didn't deserve to be the Tribal Chief as he lost the Undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. The Street Champion of the Island will now take on Roman Reigns in a tribal combat match for the Ula Fala on the January 6th episode of WWE RAW. If Sikoa loses, he will no longer be the Tribal Chief. Moreover, he may be kicked out of Bloodline 2.0 by one of its members. The person who can remove him from the faction is none other than Jacob Fatu. The Samoan Werewolf is no doubt the most impressive member of Solo Sikoa's team. He even overshadows Sikoa at times, and his in-ring performances are simply mind-blowing. The former North American champion may face some serious consequences if he ends up on the losing side on January 6th. Sikoa's credibility as a leader could take a hit if he suffers another loss to Roman Reigns. Under such circumstances, Jacob Fatu might remove him from Bloodline 2.0 and declare himself the Tribal Chief. This could be Fatu's way of giving Sikoa a taste of his own medicine. The former MLW World Heavyweight Champion could remind Sikoa of what he said when kicking Jimmy Uso out of the Bloodline following last year's Mania. For those unaware, the Street Champion of the Island told Jimmy losing had consequences after he suffered defeat against Jey Uso in Philadelphia. This led to Tama Tonga's arrival, who brutally assaulted Big Jim. Jacob Fatu could do something similar to Solo Sikoa by reminding him that losses have consequences. The Samoan Werewolf could then become the new self-proclaimed Tribal Chief of Bloodline 2.0. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu could engage in a feud on the road to WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa's feud could conclude after January 6th. After that, WWE might introduce a twist in the Bloodline storyline and book Jacob Fatu to betray Sikoa. The two could then face each other at WrestleMania 41, with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa by the Samoan Werewolf side. Jacob Fatu has arguably been grabbing more limelight than Sikoa in recent weeks. This was widely expected and was reportedly the main reason why Fatu was introduced a bit late in the Bloodline storyline despite being signed to WWE. Hall of Famer Rikishi recently praised Jacob Fatu, saying fans had yet to see the best of the powerhouse. He felt viewers needed to witness Fatu in a one-on-one match to realize his worth. Hence, the Samoan Werewolf could finally get a singles match against Sikoa at WrestleMania 41. As of now, this is mere speculation, and nothing is confirmed. Roman Reigns to injure two big names, new championship to be introduced, 4 things the OTC can do on WWE SmackDown this week. WWE Friday Night SmackDown will air tomorrow night on the USA Network, and it is bound to be a big show. This edition of the Blue Brand will be the first 3-hour SmackDown, with the program set to remain at that length for the foreseeable future. So far, 2 big matches have been confirmed for the show. Nia Jax will defend her prized world title against Naomi. Meanwhile, new United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura will take on Andrade in a non-title bout. One person not yet confirmed for the big show is Roman Reigns. The Tribal Chief works a very limited schedule, and as a result of that, only appears on certain episodes of television while missing others. Still, there is a chance that the OTC will indeed appear on the next episode of the Blue Brand. If he does, what might Reigns do? This article will break down a handful of directions for the legendary figure, which could include injuring top names and introducing a brand new title. He could have another cinematic promo to hype up his next match. As noted, Roman Reigns works a very limited schedule. For example, the former Undisputed WWE Champion only had 6 matches throughout the entire 2024 year. That averages out to about 1 match every 2 months. While his television appearances are somewhat more frequent, he still doesn't always travel to shows. With that being said, Roman doesn't necessarily need to be at WWE SmackDown to do something on the show. Instead, a cinematic promo can be filmed. Wherever Roman may be, the sports entertainment juggernaut can film a promo where he hypes up his impending match with Solo Sikoa on Raw. Triple H's production team can then edit in extra footage and various B-roll clips to make it feel larger than life and exciting. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa could get into a fight on WWE SmackDown. WWE Monday Night Raw is going to be a massive show on January 6th. This will be the first edition of the Red brand on Netflix, which is sure to create a lot of interest and potentially new fans of the product. The show is looking to be absolutely stacked, and Roman Reigns will be part of it. He is set to take on Solo Sikoa in a Tribal Combat Rules match. The winner will be deemed the Tribal Chief of the family and of WWE. Ahead of their big match, the two could go face-to-face on SmackDown and start a brawl. Solo could get the upper hand with the Samoan spike, or Reigns could hit a brutal spear. Regardless of who gets the upper hand, things could get physical on SmackDown tomorrow. He could introduce the Tribal Chief Championship, with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa set to battle for chiefdom. The famous Ula Fala is up for grabs. The necklace means a lot to the Anoa'i family and has been a key part of WWE lore for over 4 years now. The Ula Fala might not be all the two men fight for on WWE RAW, however. There has been speculation that a Tribal Chief Championship could potentially be introduced. This belt, while maybe not a recognized title by the company, would be worn by the winner. On Friday Night SmackDown, Roman Reigns could appear alongside Paul Heyman and officially reveal the belt. He could let Solo know that it is what they are fighting for, adding more interest to their impending match on Monday Night Raw next week. Roman could injure Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. The Bloodline saga has been quite interesting in WWE. Roman Reigns currently leads the OG Bloodline alongside Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn, although they don't seem to be around together full-time. Meanwhile, Solo Sikoa leads the new Bloodline after taking over the group following WrestleMania 40. Official members include Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, with Bronson Reed's status unclear. Unfortunately, both Tonga Loa and Big Bronson are out injured and can't appear on WWE programming for the time being. With that being said, Roman still has to worry about Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. To prevent interference from either star on Monday, Roman might attack both men on SmackDown. The OTC could go after them with chairs and brutally assault both men to ensure that they're injured and thus unable to help Sikoa on Monday. A truly one-on-one bout would be Roman's best chance to overcome Solo, after all. OG Bloodline member to finally side with Solo Sikoa after Roman Reigns loses on Raw 2025. Potential twist explored. WWE RAW's premiere on Netflix is poised to be a pivotal chapter in the Bloodline saga, as Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa are scheduled to clash in a tribal combat match. In this showdown, the prestigious Ula Fala will be